Hello and welcome to the MLOps Minute. In this video I'm going to start being hard on the code, but of course you have to be gentle with people. So what happens is that previously we had a method. We wanted to test a function that made hard disk calls and uses the random function, and then we had problems. This function wasn't testable. So often what I see on the internet, or even just about everywhere, people use the patch function, which is at the heart of the Python test unit framework. In other words, it allows you to patch imports a bit magically. And this should jump out at you. It should be an alert telling you that if you're doing this, your code isn't clean. Let's do it. Here we go. What we're going to do is, I've got my doJob function, which uses merge data frame, which uses the random function. This is random int, which uses the import here random. So to patch it, what you need is an arrow-based patch. And here I'm going to take random int. Here it is proposing what I want with an error. I Alt% it to import and I'm happy. Now I have to add a parameter because it's going to inject my mock as a parameter to my unit test, but I don't need it because I'm already going to give a return value, which is 6. So now what happens is that if I run a debug, that's it, without a shortcut, I'll arrive at the breakpoint I've just set, and it's magic because I'll actually find the number 6. And then, wow, that's great, because in my case, I'm happy. My unit test, well, it's not really a unit test because I'm doing disk access. My test is open. I can run it again. It works. I can run it again. It works. It's normal. It always returns 6, my random number. Well, let's go through the debugging again, and I'll try to explain why you should never do that. Your code, that's it. So what happens is that here in this file, imagine I'm far from the launcher where there's a patch somewhere in my code, and I come across this debugged code, which I'm trying to debug. If I look at all this file, this random code, random int, the import, and I press F10, I really can't figure out why the number 6 keeps coming up. That is, just by reading the code in this file, I don't know why the behavior always gives me the number 6. And if I don't know somewhere that there's an upstream patch, a magic patch, well, I wouldn't know. And that's a real problem. It means that I've magically modified a behavior. And I'm not able, just by reading this code, to understand why I've magically done something. And that simply means that the code isn't clean. And it's really not good code. And that's it. And in fact, it's an indicator that my function isn't testable when I make a patch. I'm not doing the right thing. I'm not doing the right thing to make my code testable. In other words, my code is bypassed for testing. But that's not the right solution. The right solution is to make your code clean and testable. Thank you very much, and see you soon for more videos.